Now, he was shot and killed on January 15th of 2020 at a shopping center on Merrill Road. Now, today you're obviously familiar with the person.
Yes, sir.
Okay. As it relates to your case.
Yes, sir.
And his nickname.
Yes.
Okay. Now, he was shot and killed on January 15th of 2020 at a shopping center on Merrill Road. Are you aware of a song put out prior to him being shot and killed in January 2020?
Yes, sir.
And what was your understanding of what that song was about?
It was a diss song about.
So you said a diss song?
Yes. Yeah.
So it was
talking bad about it.
Talking bad. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. Talking bad.
Oh, really? Social media.
Did Hakeem Robinson know about the song?
Yes, sir.
Did he ever talk to you about the song?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did he feel about the song?
He didn't like it.
Okay. What about Abdul Robinson Jr.? Did he ever mention the song to you?
Yes, sir.
How did he feel about it? Now, going again back to January 15th of 2020, that day, were you called by Abdul Robinson Jr., your son?
Yes, sir.
And was that from a number that you recognized as belonging to him?
Yes, sir.
What did he want?
He wanted me to go pick up Scotty.
Okay. And I know it's hard to just if you can keep your voice up for me. But you said Abdul Robinson Jr. wanted you to go pick up Scotty.
Yes.
Leroy Whitaker.
Yes.
All right. Did you also get phone calls from Leroy Whitaker?
Yes, sir.
And what did he want?
Telling me where he was at to come pick him up.
Did he tell you if he was alone or did he have anybody with him?
No, he said him and Butter was together.
So Leroy Whitaker and Dominic Barner.
There was the interrogation tape, but I think when we get done with this one, y'all might have a difference of opinion on the father, because he says something that's very interesting that I think some of us thought, but some of us didn't know. Let's go.
On January 15, 2020, prior to the murder of Charles McCormick, were you aware of what was going to happen to him that day?
No.
Did you participate in any of the planning of the murder of Charles McCormick?
No.
Were you present when Charles McCormick was murdered?
No.
Did you know that was going to happen before it happened?
No.
When did you find out Charles McCormick was going to be murdered? Or, excuse me, when did you find out Charles McCormick had been murdered?
After I picked up Scotty and Butter.
So that would be Leroy Whitaker and Dominic Barner?
Yes.
You indicated you picked them up. How did you know that they needed a ride on January 15, 2020?
My son called me and asked me to go give Scotty a ride.
Which son?
Kareem.
Abdul Jr.?
Yes.
Do you recall what Abdul Jr.'s phone number was that he communicated with you on that day?
I think it's 904 624 3694 84.
3684?
Yeah.
Do you recall what your phone number was back on January 15, 2020?
904 866 2370.
Now, sitting here today, you realize that you are testifying against not only co-defendants but family members.
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
I have a number of reasons.
What are they?
I got some health issues. I got 2 6-year-olds and an 8-year-old daughter. And, when my 8-year-old daughter asked me when I'm going to come take her to the daddy-daughter dance.
Objection, hearsay relevance.
Overruled.
You can answer.
When she asked me over each year when I'm going to come take her there, and I keep letting her down. Then my 6-year-old son, when he asked me if I'm going to come to his football games, come take him fishing. My other 6-year-old, he asked me when I'm going to come see him, when he begging me, please come see me, Daddy. He want to teach me how to play the game, but he don't know where I'm at. Things like that. My health issues.
What health issues do you have?
I have diabetic. I'm diabetic. I'm on high blood pressure. I suffer from congestive heart failure. I just found out June 25th that my kidneys is failing rapidly.
Has becoming a witness in this case negatively impacted your relationship with your entire family?
Well, I really don't have no more relationship with my family, besides one person.
So a part of your family completely cut you out?
Yeah.
When people know that you're cooperating, does that make it easier or harder for you when you're incarcerated?
Well, it make it harder for me.
What about when you get out?
Extremely harder.
Is cooperating in this case something that is easy for you to do?
No, this is the most hardest decision I've ever had to make in my life.
So he has all of these elements, right? All right, cool. You got all these things that's wrong with you and blah, 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 blah. So now the state is going to want him to bring it home for him. And that's what I think he does in this next clip. Beam me up. Let's go.
I'm familiar with some of the clothing that he owned.
Yes.
See the types of clothing that he would wear.
Yes.
See him as he...
Okay, you'll rephrase your questions.
Did you ever see him walking about the house?
Yes.
Did you see him in music videos?
Yes.
Right. Are you familiar with the way he moves?
Yes.
Are you familiar with, or 5 years ago, were you familiar with the way his build was, his physical characteristics?
Yes.
And after January 15th, 2020, you became aware of a video recording that captured the murder of Charles McCormick. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you've had an opportunity during the pendency of your case and the discovery to see that recording.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Did you, when you viewed that recording, recognize the person depicted in it?
Yes.
Who is the person that was captured on the video recording shooting Charles McCormick?
My son,
What's your son's name?
Hakeem.
After the murder of Charles McCormick, did you become aware of a post on Hakeem Robinson's Instagram account referencing something that happened?
Yes.
And was that posted from a nail salon?
Yes.
And after seeing that post, did you reach out to Hakeem Robinson, your son?
Yes.
And what did you want him to do?
I wanted him to remove the post.
Are you aware of any other posts Hakeem Robinson made to his social media around that time that concerns you?
Yes.
What was that?
It was it was another post of dude Lil Buck.
What did you see?
It was just the emojis on the bottom of it that said bye bye bye.
Say it again.
It was the emojis, the hand emojis saying bye bye.
Now, with that being said and done, I think that sealed the case, personally. And I believe he was trained. Now, either he was trained by the government or he knew to do that. It's something about when you're getting ready to tell a story or try to be more convincing, where you stop, pause, then you tell the truth, because the truth shall set you free. And then the defense fails miserably. Their whole entire strategy is, let's make him unlikable and try to destroy his street credit. Take a look.
Really don't know. I really think I was just showing off my outfit, to be honest.
Now, though some people may not believe it, even though you sat here and testified here today, do you still love your family?
Objection and relevance.
Overruled.
Yes.
Is this easy for you to do?
No, this is the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life.
But I don't have any further questions.
Did that work? Did that work? Or are we talking about physical evidence that basically paints him as a liar? No, they're talking about characteristics. The characteristics don't matter. See, the thing that the defense doesn't understand is you're actually making a better case for him, because if he's been a snitch throughout all these years and convictions and plea deals, it means that his truth is the truth. Watch.
Involved in in depositions knowing the facts of the case, correct?
Yes.
And then your attorney comes to you and says, they're threatening to charge you as a principal.
Objection, Judge.
And the grounds?
Privileged communications.
Okay,
For him to waive, Your Honor, not the government to say.
okay. Well, then I'll leave it to Mr. Abdul Robinson Sr.
There was a point in time when these two murder cases are pending that you learn that the government is now trying to leverage you, threatening you with charging you as a principal in the Rothermill case, right?
Yes.
And that would have meant a life minimum mandatory for you, right?
Yes.
So, you agree, you cave, and astonishingly, for the second time, why is it that you only grow a conscience when you're looking at hefty prison terms?
Objection, argumentative.
Sustained. Just ask a question, Mr. DeCoste, without commentary.
Previous case, you were looking at life, you cooperated to get out of it, right?
Yes.
Once again, you're looking at life, and you decide to cooperate to get out of it, right?
Right.
Now, you're hoping that the recommendation is going to be that you serve, for all of your crimes, only 76 months, right?
I mean, yes.
All right. That's what you have in writing with the government, right?
Yes.
And you've served a majority of that time already.
Right.
So that means that within a short couple of months, maybe 12, you're going to be back walking the streets of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That was the price of your testimony. Right?
Right.
You had to cooperate and implicate your two sons, but it got you out of custody.
You say implicate them?
You had to point at your sons. Let's back up for a second. At the point in time that they leveraged you with life on the Rothermill case, they had already arrested your son and said that he was the one that committed it, right?
Oh, no, you confusing me.
Okay. Let's break it down. You said a moment ago that the government sent a message to you that they were going to basically indict you on the Rothermill case and that you were potentially looking at life. You then decided to cooperate. You remember that, right?
Right.
Okay. They had already, on this case, through the evidence, through the depositions that your attorney was at, they already believed that Hakeem was a shooter, right?
Right.
All right. So it wasn't something that you came forward and like, hey guys, let me help you understand the case. You just agreed to their narrative.
No, I didn't agree to their narrative. They asked me what the conversation was when I picked them up.
Okay, let's move on here. So, at that point, though, they had already pointed the finger at Hakeem, right?
Right.
All right. So you just continued with their case. I'm going to point at Hakeem. He was a shooter, right?
I can't agree with that.
You also pointed out your other son, Abdul, the one that shares your name, Abdul Kareem Robinson Jr., right?
Right.
Before you decided to cooperate, you had also reviewed all of the phone records in this case, correct?
Yes.
So you had knowledge of what the government believed was happening in the case.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about Dominique Barner. Your words, he's a reliable hitman, right?
Yes.
For you to know that he's a reliable hitman, you must have used him as a hitman before, right?
No.
And how do you know he's a reliable hitman? Can't be the Rothermill case because they didn't kill P Money. So how is it that you know that he is a reliable hitman?
I mean, you hear things when you're in the streets.
All he's doing, all they are doing, the both of them, all they're trying to do is make it seem like he will say anything to get up under there. But the problem with it is they should have never talked about the previous cases. Oh, you've been a snitch. You've been this. You've been a terrible father. All of these things are built to make him unlikable. It's not actually going against the facts. Keep on watching.
That you, as the patriarch of the family, that basically these kids come by and say, hey, Blue, go do this.
They didn't call Leroy Whitaker daddy to go get it. They called me. They didn't. What if they would have called I would like to see how they would feel if they would have called somebody else to go pick somebody up. They didn't. They called me. If I would have knew something was going on, I wouldn't have never went.
All right.
Think I'm gonna go over there in my car with my phone and knowing something going on? I would like to been. If I would like to been involved in a crime, I'd like to know that I'm involved in a crime. Let me know that. Okay, it's a crime happening now. Let me know something. I was in the blind.
So you're a victim in this case, right?
I ain't gonna say I'm a victim, but I would like to know that I'm being involved in something and just ask for a ride.
right, so then after you know about it, you're then cool with going to burn clothes, right?
Yeah, after I get to know about it, I was cool with that.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a felony, destruction of evidence.
Yeah, I did it. I like Scotty. I did.
Definitely know you didn't call 911.
Right.
That conscience only grew later when you were looking at life.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about Darrell Watts. There's a bunch of cell phones that are in the name of Darrell Watts, right?
Correct.
And the phone that was used, now, it's interesting, the government, they asked you about a bunch of phone numbers, and you remembered it off the top of your head, right?
Yeah.
But the one that they had to tell you was 478-305-9583.
Objection, Judge.
What's the grounds?
The misstatement.
Okay. I will, of course, the jury will recall the testimony that came out from the witness stand, if you'll just ask the question of the witness.
You were asked about a bunch of phone numbers, and you were able to recite them, except for one that they told you, and you just agreed, yes. You remember that, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's 478-305-9583, right?
Right.
Now, that phone's under your dead friend's name, Darrell Watts, right?
Right.
You paid for that phone, right?
Correct.
And in December, you paid something like $1,000 that you owed on that phone and others.
Right.
So whoever it is that had that phone, the shooter, you supplied it to him.
Oh, I didn't know the shooter had the phone. I didn't know. I mean,
So, Darrell Watts was your best friend, right?
yeah.
He was murdered.
Yeah.
To this day, you are not cleared as a suspect in that case.
Objection, Judge.
Sustained.
Now, if he would have led with this one and ended with this one, this would have been the one that would have helped him, because basically all you would have had to do was stick to this small point, and he didn't. Now, part of it, you're going to say, well, that means on the recross from the prosecution, they would have been able to deflate that. So it would make sense that he does that at the end. And I would almost agree with you. But I think that the the prosecution wouldn't even had anything to say. Take a look at what I'm talking about.
Okay, but it's very limited to redirect.
Mr. Robinson, you were shown that video, right?
Yes.
The government asked you who that was, right?
Yes.
If you said anybody other than Hakeem, you'd still be looking at life, right?
Yes.
Nothing further.
All right, may this witness be excused.
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you.
So in the beginning, I said something that I think a lot of y'all probably will agree with, some of y'all won't. And I essentially asked y'all the question of, would you feel different because of what the father said? The father essentially said, hey, bro, I didn't have a choice. These little dudes basically set me up. Y'all should have gave me a choice of picking y'all up, knowing that y'all just caught a body. So if what he's saying is true, it's true. But him burning the clothes and all that stuff and everything like that, that's where you lost me, because all he should have did was basically pick them up, not have known any of these goddamn stuff, and then that essentially would have basically vindicated him in everybody's eyes. Like, damn, bro, my kids just set me up. So if it's F me, then it's F y'all. But once you decided to participate and burn clothes and do all this crap, you knew better. You too old to be doing that. So when it boils down to it, man, I can say undoubtedly he's a POS, because apparently me cussing in YouTube videos, I got the freaking Finesse 2 times video, not monetized, which whatever. But but yeah, bro, like once you know and you still do things, that's on you. It's nothing else. So I could sit here and say how, wrong he is and all this crap and everything like that. Very true. But what I can't do is sit here and emphatically agree with anything that he did, because if his actions were truly of, man, my kids set me up and all this stuff and everything, then all right. But when you actively decided to participate afterwards, then that's where you done screwed up and messed up at. So yeah, he threw his son up under the bus. They all... They all lost today. Everybody. from the one snitch dude, I can't remember his name, from Friday, to Scotty, to Ksoo, to the father, to all of that. The father believes he's going to get out in 12 months. I don't think that's going to happen. The other dude, he think he going to get out in whatever, in 20 years. All right, but in 20 years, what you going to have? Who going to care? What skills will you procure? Like, all of that stuff. And someone say, well, 15 years. 15 years, all right, cool. I still think he's going to get a 20 ball. So, there's that. Because I don't see the course of his actions being one of those things that a judge would say, well, he had a role in this, he had a role in this, and he was a shot caller and all of these things. All of that stuff matters when it comes to sentencing, regardless of what they recommend. So, all in all, everybody lost. And it's sad to think that a couple of words in a music song, in music and all of these things, will cost all these morons their life. And everybody who's on here will say, yeah, preach to the youth and all this stuff, but it's just a cycle that's going to repeat. If there is no money in the hoods, if there's nothing to do, this stuff is going to persist all the time. Do you think that the fathers of today didn't know about all of this stuff before, so they weren't trying to teach their kids? No. And the fathers before, we've had gangbanging in the black neighborhoods since the 70s, and the killings going on since the 30s, since the 80s. In a couple of years, it's going to be 40 years of a repeated cycle of people participating in doing things, because this is what happens with lower income neighborhoods. This is where all the crime exists, no matter what your skin tone is. You can do all the research you want. So the question is this: how is it that everybody who's watching this, how is it that they're going to be able to preach a message just to the ones that they care about? F the hood, bro. I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to say that, but F the hood, bro. Take care of your youngins, man. If you have to stereotype some of your kids' friends and all of these things, do it, but put everybody in situations to where you look at them as your own and make sure they learn some life skills. You never know the child that you may save today. All of them kids was doomed. You want to know why they was doomed? Because of the fathers that they had before. He just said his best friend got smoked. The father did. And now the son smoked somebody. So all that, he been a snitch since whatever, he got a police locked up and all that shit don't matter, bro. It don't. What really matters is this dumbass did 15 years and was never there for his kids. Because what skills does he have to teach them? You want to know? He tied it to him. Being a street nigga. One of the worst things you could be. And some people will say, well, said eating ass, bro. You know, you from this and this and this. Man, go ask all the homies. After we did all the fighting, all the squabbling, all the petty bickering and all the BS, once I got older, I started taking my own homies and we started doing what's called media runs. Ask any of my homies. Man, we in the clubs, we doing this because I matured. Even though I'm subscribed to this brotherhood for life, that don't mean that we can't change certain things. Majority of my homies got jobs. Majority of my homies ain't doing no crimes, regardless of what it may seem. But share to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn bell, stay notified. I got this done as soon as I can for y'all. It just, man, certain things happen. But hey, I'll catch y'all in the next one. See you tomorrow.